Our day-to-day lives are so distant from the processes of which they occur. Going to school, getting in the car that has had fuel sourced from offshore drilling off the coast of Alaska. At school, using electricity that has been generated by the burning of coal thousands of miles away. At lunch, eating food that was grown in South America, packaged in Massachusetts, and shipped to California in airplanes and trucks that emit an inordinate amount of carbon dioxide. The list continues. People justify these emissions by stating that they are negligible when compared to the scope of big industrial factories, since we are so detached from these processes, and that the cost of renewables is much more than the perceived benefit. Therefore, environmental policy is both unnecessary and a hindrance. But the carbon dioxide control knob is being turned faster than ever before, and we have already surpassed a number of milestones. The current carbon dioxide concentration is 390 parts per million, but the interglacial maximum, the previous highest concentration in any warm period, was 280 parts per million, and our target level of carbon dioxide is 300 to 350 parts per million. We have exceeded the 25% risk tolerance for the degradation of land and ocean ecosystems. This means that sea levels will rise, and we will disrupt socioeconomic and food-producing infrastructure. Climate change isn't the only issue that we face regarding the environment. Chemicals that are being used to produce everyday items have had unimaginable consequences on the environment. For example, frogs in suburban landscapes are becoming increasingly female-dominated due to estrogenic exposure from certain plants. Carcinogens are marketed in all kinds of products. Of 62,000 chemicals on the market, only a few hundred have been studied, and exactly 5 have been banned. Legislation is to blame, with faulty chemical regulation and no credible national level strategy, but we are to blame as well. People are skeptical because there is no immediate evidence or consequence of climate change and chemical use. With our skepticism, we fuel the inability to create a solid national level framework for us to help regulate our emissions. Rachel Carson once said, "We stand now where two roads diverge, but unlike the roads in Robert Frost's familiar poem, they are not equally fair. The road we have long been traveling is deceptively easy, a smooth superhighway on which we progress with great speed. But at its end lies disaster. The other fork of the road, the one less traveled by, offers our only chance to reach a destination that assures the preservation of the earth. It's our time to act. We need to make a push for environmental legislation if it's our last and only chance."